Okay, I was originally gonna make this video about movies, but then during school I was reminded of a story and it was too good to pass up. So here we go, the story of substitute teachers and the one that turned out to be a bit special. Now, I'm just gonna go through, 2 or 3 substitute teachers that I thought were memorable through my 7 years of going through school, so here we go. Also, these aren't their real names, but some of them are inside jokes to their real names, so maybe you figure that out, people who go to school with me, who would probably the only ones watching this video. Anyway, first up, Mr. Donut. Mr. Donut, I know he means well, but he's just kind of annoying, and not in the annoying sense like obnoxious, just he totally underestimates almost every student he comes into contact with, and he loves reading. He treats reading like it's Phil Swift Jesus. So what he'll do is each class he takes, or each class that I've taken with him, each class, he points out a book that he thinks we would like, and he's like, oh, reading is the best thing ever. And when you have him in reading class, he's like, okay, you need to visualize what's going on here. Do you see how this specific little detail in one sentence of the page has gone through so much detail? Or, hey, are you visualizing? Look at me and say you are visualizing, because I do not think you are visualizing. And it would always take, 30 minutes to get through, 2 sentences whenever we had to read with him, because he was always, repeat with me, visualize. Even in times when we were doing nothing that involved reading, he would still be recommending books and things. I had him in health class a few days ago, and he recommended that the entire class check out 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea. It just what the heck, Mr. Donut. Okay, so this next one, I never actually remembered her real name, so just a second. Okay, I just looked up some synonyms on thesaurus.com, and she shall now be known as Miss Admiration. Now, I only had Miss Admiration once, but boy, that was one of the most awkward substitute teachers I've had in my life. So what she did was, one of my friends accidentally made a spelling mistake, and I had to correct him. Then, later in the class, I had to go to the bathroom. So I did that, but what I found out is that while I was gone, Miss Admiration was talking down to literally everybody else and then complimenting me. The entire time I was gone, she was like, unlike you guys, this kid is gonna go to Harvard and cure cancer. Unlike the rest of you, as I previously mentioned. Yeah, that's the entire story. That was the only class I ever had her, but still, very weird. Okay, time to do this. I'm gonna be saving this teacher's nickname until a bit later in the video, because it's actually relevant to this one's story. Well, here we go. Here's teacher number 3. This is clickbait. No, it's actually not. There's even an article on this. Here's the article. If you want to look into it more, here it is. Now, I first met this person during social studies class. He seemed all normal until he told us his name and then what he'd prefer to be called because, quote-unquote, his grandkids call him that. This man wanted us to call him happy. How did we not see this coming? I mean, it was a red flag from the start. And the only reason most of us found out is because weeks later, he was arrested for having sent very not age-appropriate pictures to a girl at another school. Just be safe around strangers, kids. I'm out. Wait, but you gotta do your outro.